our society, there are unspoken roles that we are expected to fulfill since birth. Our clothing, behavior, and lifestyle are all heavily influenced by our biological sexes. However, for other people of different colors, this could be a hindrance for them to attain the fullness of their capabilities, especially in the pursuit of their careers. With the goal to enlighten the society about the stewardship of the pre-colonial Filipinos in welcoming the people they call the homosexuals, or in this context, those individuals who do not live by their biological sexes, this presentation would also tackle the ideals of the Teduray people in regards with this discourse. Definitely, not only the territory and resources of the Philippines were stripped away and were molded onto the Western honor, but the ideals, identity, and our desires were even transformed to fit in the standards of the dominating countries. This especially pertains to the alteration of the vibrant yearnings and acceptance to the early versions of today's LGBTQIA++ community. Some Spanish missionaries had a direct interaction with these early homosexuals, even recorded their way of living in the books, condicionarios, diccionarios, and their manuals. In Noceda and San Colar's Vocabulario de la Lengua Tagala in 1860, asogs are described as men who are hermaphrodito or those who determine themselves with two genders. Meanwhile, on Marcos de Lisboa's Vocabulario de la Lengua Bicol in 1865, asogs are genetically male but dress, act, and think like a female. Consequently, in the credits of Noceda and San Colar, Bayogin and Binabai have a similar nature with the asogs, which pertains to feminine men and are cowardly in action. The asogs, Bayogin, and Binabai fulfilled the role of a babaylan as they portrayed effeminacy in clothing, actions, rituals, and mannerisms. They are sought by the natives to connect them to their divinities as they played the role of liturgical ministers, epic chanters, healers, peacekeepers, and counselors to the pre-colonial Filipinos. However, their responsibilities were obliterated when the friars came. The Mentefuwaley, or one who has become belief of the Mindanaoan tribe of Teduray, could be associated in this context. Mentefuwaley is the root principle of their self-determination, as it means regardless of their biological sexes, they will not be assumed and identified either a boy or a girl upon birth. One remains neutral until that member is completely decided on which gender role he or she is willing to fulfill. This aligns their way of living and their responsibilities in the societies they are included. These are evidences that proves how inclusive our society before colonizers came, and if just a little tweak in the dress codes to include the minority in our society would promote harmony and peace. Should the colonial ideals really overpower our original roots? I hope this would enlighten us that in order for a society to be successful in progressing, everyone should feel that sense of belongingness.